The Story of a New Name by Elena Ferrante, translated from the Italian by Anne Goldstein and dramatised for radio by Timberlake Wertenbaker, starring Monica Dolan and Anastasia Hilly. Part 1.
That box, that metal box, when did you give it to me?
It was spring of 1966. I entrusted the box to you. It contained 8 notebooks. I made you swear not to read them.
The metal box was wrapped in a lot of string. Did you really think I wouldn't open it?
I trusted you, Lena. You were already living in Pisa.
Lila, I was already a writer.
Really? Before you opened the notebooks?
I began to read as soon as I was on the train from Naples. There were precise descriptions. The branch of a tree, a detailed map of the courtyard where we had grown up, the ponds nearby, the broad avenue of the Stradone, the new buildings, the tools your father used for his shoe repairs, and colours. The colours of every object at different times of day, and then words in dialect, in Italian, in Latin and Greek, and even entire passages in English. You described in detail the fruit and vegetable cart that Enzo Scano took through the streets every day, leading his mule, the books you had read, films you had seen, and Pasquale's political ideas. The sentences were precise, well punctuated, and the handwriting meticulous. But at times, as if a drug had flooded your veins, you took off, and sentences took on a wild, breathless rhythm. I wanted to stop reading. I couldn't. Those notebooks exuded your force, which had trapped all of us, and now you trapped us in your writing. You applied your ruthless precision to all of us, to the neighbourhood, your parents, the Solaras, Stefano, not to mention me, down to the details of my physical appearance. You described the pleasure you had felt when you wrote your first story, The Blue Fairy, and how bitterly you had suffered when Maestra Oliviero, our first teacher, simply ignored it. You admitted how envious you'd been when I'd gone to the big school, leaving you behind, abandoning you. And then your excitement when you designed your first shoes and made them with your brother Rino. And always your hatred of the Solara brothers, your rejection of Marcello Solara when your family tried to force you to marry him. Your decision to marry instead the gentle Stefano Carracci, even if he was the son of our childhood ogre, Don Achille. How happy you were when Stefano, out of love for you, had bought the pair of shoes you had designed. You continued with your lavish wedding, and then you fixed on the moment when Marcello Solara walked into your wedding reception with those shoes, the shoes you had made, the shoes Stefano had bought for you on his feet. I remember the icy wind that seemed to cut through the heat of the crowded reception. I saw you go quickly out of the side door. I wanted to run after you, but I didn't move.
Our men and women are made for each other.
Lena, why do you keep staring at the door? Is it because Nino Salvatore has just left?
What, Antonio? I can't hear with this noise.
You asked me to come with you to this wedding, and you've ignored me. I had a new suit especially made, and all you've done is stare at this Nino. You're making me look like a fool.
Sorry.
Did you see how quickly Lila left the room, Lena? When Lila got up, she spilled wine all over the Solara's mother. On purpose. You know, the Solaris will never really forgive Stefano for taking Lila away from Marcello.
Antonio, I want to go to the ponds with you.
Go with Salvatore's son.
I want to go with you. I want to be close to you and do what we do.
If he was interested in you, you'd leave me on the spot.
Antonio, that's not true.
But it was. You came back in, followed by Stefano. You had both changed for the honeymoon trip. You were quiet, pale. I thought, if Lila didn't leave there and then, if she hasn't made a scene, it means she's accepted that Marcello Solara is wearing the shoes she designed and which Stefano had bought out of love for her. She has yielded, and she'll yield from now on. She'll yield to her husband. And tonight, on the Amalfi Coast, she's going to know what it means to be a woman. She'll feel a man on her, inside her. And I'm still a virgin who wears heavy spectacles.
Come on, Antonio, my mother's not looking. Kiss me. Harder.
Oh, tell me you love me.
Yes. Kiss me. Kiss me here.
Tell me.
I want more. Let's go in there. Here. Come here. Please, yes. Come further in.
No. Lena, I want to do it the way it's done with a wife. Not like this, in a filthy building with rats all around. Just do what you usually do.
All right.
Understand, Lenu, I respect you. I can't let you do something you regret later. I'm sorry I allowed myself even... Let's go back. Let's wait till we're married.
Walk me home.
I want to marry you, Lenu.
Yes.
As soon as you've finished your studies.
I don't want to study anymore. I'm not really any good. Let's meet tomorrow.
When I got home, my mother began hitting me.
What were you doing, you whore? We've been waiting for you.
Stop, Mama! You'll hurt her!
Oh, after all we've done for you, the money you cost us, whoring it out with the son of that crazy Melina Capuccio. Oh!
Mama, stop! Her glasses!
Oh, see what you've done? You've broken my glasses and now I can't study anymore and it's your fault.
Here, Lenu, look. They're not broken.
But I stopped studying anyway. I was overcome with exhaustion. I felt a failure. I kept thinking of Nino, how brilliant he was and handsome. And I knew I was a failure because Nino had asked me to write an article some months before when I'd argued with our teacher of religion over something and he'd heard about it. He said he'd publish it in the school paper, which he edited. I worked hard on the article, but he never said anything about it. I waited weeks, months, and finally I thought it must be so bad he couldn't even talk to me. I would leave school, marry Antonio, work with him in the petrol station. I'm not like Lila, I thought. She would know how to write that article. But there we are.
Hey, Lena!
Oh, hi, Pinuccia. I didn't see you there. I was deep in thought.
Aren't you in school in the mornings?
No, I'm not in school today. I haven't been very well.
Did you know I've become engaged to Reno? We decided at his sister's wedding.
Look at the ring he gave me. It's even bigger than Lila's.
Yeah, it's really big.
We're going to celebrate the engagement on Sunday with Stefano and Lila.
Oh, they're back then?
They've been back for ages.
I see. How is Lila?
She's learning.
I was angry because you hadn't come to see me. Well, you were a fine lady now, a wife, and I was a failing student. I skipped most of my classes, walking the streets of Naples until I met Antonio by the ponds in the evening. He was more and more worried about having to do his military service.
Melina and Ada are both completely dependent on what I earn. Melina's acting more and more strangely. What will happen if I have to spend 2 years doing military service? I made countless applications to be exempt because of my mother, but I never get any answers.
Well, what about Enzo and Pasquale? Don't they have to do their military service?
Can you ask Lila? Can you ask her if Stefano had to do his military service? He's also the main support of his family.
I haven't seen her. Why don't we have a pizza with Enzo and Pasquale? Come on, I'll organise it. We'll ask Ada and Carmela.
I'm going. I don't mind.
What will happen to the fruit and vegetable cart?
Well, my father will have to go back to walking the streets with a cart.
What about you, Pasquale?
I've been rejected because I had tuberculosis as a child. I'm furious, actually, because we should all be trained as soldiers. People like us have a duty to learn to use weapons.
I don't see why.
Because soon the time will come when those who should pay will be made to pay, and the rot will have to stop. The fascists want to return to power with the help of the Christian Democrats, and the police and the army are on the side of the fascists. We'll have to do something. You agree, don't you, Enzo?
Yeah.
When the time comes, We have to be prepared.
Yeah.
When the time comes.
What do you think, Antonio, about the fascists?
What is the army like?
It's awful. If you don't knuckle under, they break you. Hey, Enzo? The same as here. They try to break you every day. That's why we need to be prepared. Well prepared. I really wish I was going.
Don't worry, Pasqua. When I get back from the army, I'll teach you how to shoot.
Well, if they try to break me, they'll see who they're dealing with. And I'll break them. I will. Just let them try.
Antonio, it's okay.
You won't wait for me. I know you won't wait for me.
Of course, Lena will wait for you, Antonio. We always wait for our men. Don't we, Ada?
Yeah, of course.
Please, ask Lila.
The next morning, I got up at 7 as usual to pretend to go to school. As I was crossing the Stradone, I saw you get out of your convertible without even saying goodbye to Stefano. You went into our courtyard. You were dressed with great care, in a blue suit, a scarf of blue voile on your head, covering your chin and even your mouth, Jackie Kennedy style, but even more elegant, more bold. Your own style, and you were wearing huge sunglasses. You looked like the mysterious, elegant lady we'd all dreamt about in childhood. I wanted to keep going, but I turned back. You went towards your mother-in-law's flat. I followed you up the stairs, the same stairs we had climbed as children when we went to confront Don Achille over our lost dolls.
Lila? Lila, you're back?
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't want you to see me.
You mean everyone else can come to your house but not me?
I don't care about the others. I care about you.
Well, what am I not supposed to see? How well you look. Take off that scarf and those glasses. Lila, what happened?
And you told me, there on the stairs. And later when we went to your flat, and the rest I found out from your notebooks. How much I'd misjudged you, Lila, that evening when I saw you leave for your honeymoon in the convertible, wearing your pale suit, your blue hat, and I thought how easily you'd surrendered.
Didn't you know me well enough?
But you were married. You were just married.
When I got into that car, the marriage was already over.
You looked so beautiful. We all admired the photograph the dressmaker put in the window of her shop.
As soon as the car started, I threw at him the worst insults I knew from the neighbourhood.
Dog!
Stefano didn't answer. He only smiled faintly, which enraged me even more.
It disgusts me to breathe the very air you breathe. You're going to stop the car right now and let me out. If not, I'll open the car door myself and I'll jump out. You know I'll do it. I am not sitting a moment longer next to someone I despise with every ounce of my being. Someone who revolts me, who makes my skin creep. Good. And now goodbye. Just let go of my arm.
Listen to me, Lila. There are serious reasons for what happened, and it's time you understood these things. If we want the shoe factory not to close down before it's even opened, I have to make a deal with the Solaris. Without them, the shoes can't be placed in any shops. Not only that, the Solaris are going to open a shop selling nothing but Cerullo shoes. Your shoes. In the Piazza dei Martiri. They're working on the shop now.
I don't care about any of that. Let me go.
You better care, Lila, because you're my wife now. You have my name.
I'm nothing to you. And you're nothing to me. I'm getting out of this car.
And I suppose your father and your brother are nothing either.
Wash your mouth out when you speak of them. You're not fit to have them near you. They would never make a deal with the Solaris.
Well, as it happens, it was Fernando, your own father, who wanted to make the deal with Silvio Solara. The biggest problem was Marcello, because he's angry with you and the whole family for treating him so badly and humiliating him. And then there's also the car, which your friends Enzo, Pasquale and Antonio smashed, and he blames you. Reno had to calm him down, and finally Marcello agreed, but only on condition that we give him the shoes that you made, and Reno was happy with that.
I don't believe you.
It's the truth.
And you? What did you do?
What was I supposed to do, Lila? Well, fight with your brother, ruin your family, start a war against your friends, lose all the money I'd invested?
So even you? You said, OK, I'll go meekly and get the shoes, kneel down and put them on the feet of Marcello Solara. Is that it? You've treated me like an old rag.
A rag for wiping the floor. Take me home right now, you shit. And repeat what you said to those other shits. Go on. You and your shit business arrangements. You belong in a sewer.
Look what you've made me do. You see how you go too far? Did I hurt you?
We've been wrong about everything.
You haven't been wrong, Lila. You just have to get a few things straight. Look, you don't know anything about business. You think you find money lying on the ground, but it's not like that. I have to make money every day. I have to put it where it can grow. Look, you may have designed those shoes, and your father and your brother, they may be good workers, but none of you know how to make money. I don't give a damn if you don't like the Solaris, and believe me, Marcello, he disgusts me too. When I see him looking at you, and when I think about the things that he said about you, I want to put a knife into his stomach. But if he's useful for making money, then he becomes my friend, and do you know why? Because if we don't have money, we don't have this car. I don't buy you that dress, we lose the house and everything in it, and you can't act the lady anymore. So just try saying anything like what you just said to me earlier, and I'll ruin that face of yours so you can never go out again. Do you hear me? And one last thing. You're not Lila Cerullo anymore. Remember that. You're Signora Carracci now, and you do what I say.
We reached the Amalfi coast and checked into the hotel. I followed my husband as he carried our suitcases up the stairs. I watched his broad back, his very short legs, the white knuckles of his hands, and I felt somewhere along the way I'd lost the young man I'd married that morning. When we got into the room, he tried to be affectionate again. He asked me to step out onto the balcony. I refused, and he suggested we go out to dinner. We ordered a lavish dinner and hardly ate. I watched Stefano, his fat lips and his white jaws. What had I done? I looked at the knife on the dinner table, and I thought of stealing it and slitting his throat as soon as he tried to touch me. I covered the knife with a napkin, but in the end, I didn't take it.
But you have to look on the good side of the Solaris, Lila. They know important people in city government. They have ties to the main parties, the fascists and the monarchists. Politics, it's ugly, but it's important for making money.
I remembered my discussions with Pasquale, and even with Stefano, when we talked about leaving behind all the abuses, hypocrisy and cruelties of the past. Who was this person talking to me now? I didn't know him. As soon as we got into the hotel room, he tried to kiss me. I pushed him away and I went into the bathroom. I felt very drunk. The world had lost its contours. Everything was dissolving. I wished I'd taken the knife.
Lila, I'm waiting. Lila, what are you doing? Do I have to break down the door? And you know I can, and I will if I have to. You took your time.
Got time needed.
You look very beautiful. Come here.
I'm tired. I want to sleep.
We'll sleep afterwards.
Now, you stay on your side, I'll stay on mine.
Sure. Come here.
I'm serious.
I am too. Give me your hand. Touch me. What's wrong with you?
I don't want to.
Please, you mustn't worry. Look at my pyjamas. Look what's happening under there as soon as I look at you.
Leave me alone.
You said we should wait, Lila. And I waited even though it was very hard to be near you without touching you during all those months. But we're married now. Behave yourself, don't worry.
You don't understand, Stefano. I don't want you. Leave me alone. I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't want you.
You know, Lila, if you go on like this, I'm going to get angry.
He repeated this louder and louder. It was as if an order came to him from far away, even before he was born. Be a man. She's the female, you're the male. She has to do what you want. It pinned me to the bed. It was on top of me, with the material of his pyjamas stretching out like a tent above my pelvis.
Remember how years before you tried to grab my tongue with your fingers and prick it because I dared to humiliate your brother Alfonso, remember?
What are you talking about?
You were never Stefano. You were always the son of Don Achille. You pretended to be someone else, to please the neighbourhood, to please me. But you're the same ogre as your father. Leave me alone!
Shut up! What do you think you're doing? You're a twig, Lila. If I wanted to break you, I'll break you. So come on. Look, see how big it is. No one has a bigger one in Naples. I'll make you feel it. Come on, Lila. Say yes. Say... Damn you, say yes! You'll see. You'll see. Tomorrow, you'll be on your knees, begging me to do it again, and I'll agree. But only if you're obedient, and you will be obedient.
From then on, I wasn't there. I'd left my body. I had only one feeling. I hated Stefano Carracci. I hated his first name, and I hated his last name, and I hated everything about him.
That was my honeymoon, Lena. Do you remember when Don Achille gave us money instead of the dolls?
We bought Little Women with it. We read it together.
But we shouldn't have taken it. We were wrong. I've been wrong about everything. More coffee. Do you like the flat?
It's beautiful. It's got all these rooms and a real bathroom. And you have your own telephone.
Why aren't you going to school anymore?
I am.
Don't lie to me.
How do you know?
I always know everything about you.
The fact is, I'm not very good. You know, I wrote an article and I was sure it was really brilliant and it wasn't even published. And then I'm worried about Antonio, and it's hard to study at home with my mother limping around and my brother and sister making so much noise. I'll probably fail anyway, and I'll leave at the end of the year.
I won't let you.
You can't stop me.
Would you like to come and study here? It's very quiet.
Here? Won't Stefano mind?
He may be the master, but I'm the master's wife.
I don't know.
You'll have your own room. I'll shut you in.
What's the point?
To know you're there.
Can we talk as well?
Sometimes.
I decided I'd do it. I wasn't planning to go back to studying. I was doing worse and worse when I did go to school anyway, but I thought we'd talk the whole time. You'd tell me about being a married woman, and that would be fun.
You've come. I'm so pleased.
You're looking better. How's it going with Stefano?
Fine.
You like him again?
I hate him.
But he's not beating you.
I still find him disgusting. But I do what he wants.
But isn't it nice when you sleep together?
No.
You're so calm about it.
I made a mistake. I have to live with it. Now, come this way. Here's your room. I'll bring you a sandwich in a couple of hours.
Oh, a couple of hours? Can't we have a coffee together?
Do you like the room?
Yeah. It's very spare. I like the desk.
Then study.
But it wasn't easy to make up for all the lost time. My grades continued to slip. Even so, every afternoon I went to your flat.
You have such a gorgeous bathroom, Lila. We only have the cupboard tub in the kitchen at home. What are all those little bottles?
Have a bath if you want. Use anything you want.
Will you help me revise my lessons?
I don't read anymore.
Why not?
Because it's always the same story. Inside something small, there's something even smaller that wants to leap out, and outside something large, there's something even larger that wants to keep it a prisoner.
You're always saying we're prisoners, just like that.
Enjoy your bath, and then go back to work.
I'd hear you move through the large flat. I realised that now you were married, you were even more alone than before. I still saw Carmela, Ada, even Gigliola, but you only talked to Panuccia, Stefano's sister. You were in the condition of a wife, that is, in a glass container. Pasquale, Enzo, even Antonio wouldn't even have ventured into your new neighbourhood with its white streets and newly built houses. Sometimes I heard you use the telephone to order something, but even that was quick. I noticed that when you ordered, you called yourself Signora Carracci.
Can we look through your wedding album?
I have something better. The wedding was filmed and I'd object her. It arrived this morning. We can watch the whole film. Close the blinds, there. Look, that's in the church square. And now here you are at the table. You're laughing. You look really good here.
Oh.
The way you do when you're happy. Who are you talking to in that way?
Don't you recognise him? It's Nino Saratore, the older son of Donato Saratore.
Oh, is Nino the one who kissed you when you were on Ischia?
It was a very light kiss. It was nothing, really.
Just as well.
Why do you say that?
He's someone who thinks he's somebody.
He is. He's a brilliant student. He's the editor of the school paper that rejected my article.
And you like him because of that?
No.
Oh, forget him. Antonio is better.
You think?
Look at this Nino. He's skinny, he's ugly, but worst of all, he's really arrogant.
Well, I used to like Nino, but I'm not really interested in him anymore.
It wasn't true, of course.
Of course.
I had a lot of work to catch up on. School was hell. The building was in such a decrepit state we could only have school on alternate days. There were factions for and against this arrangement, and at the head of those who wanted school to resume normal hours was Nino Saratore. I was hoping someone would ask my opinion, and then I realised I didn't really have opinions. And then one morning, Nino thrust a piece of paper in my hand.
Will you read it?
Read it? Yes, of course.
I'd value your opinion.
You would? Really? I'll read it right now.
You can give it back to me after school.
I will, sure.
I rushed into the bathroom and read it there and then. It was brilliant, of course. Full of figures and comments on the Italian constitution, building plans in Naples, and the construction of schools.
Nino, there you are. I've read the article. It's totally brilliant. I've never read anything like it, and the way you put the arguments together is amazing, and it's so convincing, and the details...
Look, forget it. Professor Galliani says it's no good.
That's impossible. What's not good about it?
Forget it. And anyway, she's not always right.
No, don't...
No, anyway, thank you for reading it.
And he kissed me, lightly on the cheek. I watched him walk away. A girl ran up to him. Nino put an arm around her shoulders, and she lifted her face to him, and he gave her a real kiss on the mouth. And they walked off together. And then I saw Antonio on the street corner, and I knew he'd seen Nino kissing me on the cheek. In the middle of the row that followed, he showed me a card.
What is it? I can't read while I'm walking.
You won't give me an exemption. I have to leave with Enzo in the autumn and start military service. And you can go off with that Saratore guy you like so much.
You can see he has a girlfriend. Antonio, what are you doing?
We're dead. That's what we are. And we eat dirt. Go on, I'm a mouthful of Naples dirt like this more.
Antonio, stop it, please. Come on, I'll walk you home.
You haven't even asked Lila if you can help. You can't wait for me to go.
I went to you. I wish I hadn't.
Why?
I think it started something in your mind as the facts unravelled.
It would have happened anyway, sooner or later.
I'm not sure I can do anything about Antonio, Lena. That's Panuccia. She's got into the habit of dropping by for a coffee and looking over the flat so she can plan to have a bigger and better one when she marries Reno.
Hi, Lila. Oh, Lena, you're here. Lila, you know the dressmaker who made your dress? I was thinking I might go and see her.
Lila looked really beautiful in that dress.
Of course, I think I'll get something a little more ornate, sort of more shiny. That way, after I've married Reno, it'll be my photograph that sits in the window of the dressmaker's shop. She's so proud of that photograph, I don't know why. What else have you got in that huge closet? Ooh, that's a nice dress. I'm going to need some nice dresses when I go and work at the new shoe shop. Reno wants me to manage it, and it's his, really. I mean, Stefano is putting down the money for it. I like this scarf.
Did your brother do his military service?
Stefano do his military service? Are you joking?
Because he was the son of a widowed mother.
That had nothing to do with it.
Doesn't that allow you to be exempt from military service?
The only way to be exempt from military service is to pay for it.
What do you mean?
Did the Solara brothers do military service? Remember, they had thoracic insufficiency or something, even though they're at the gym every day.
So, Stefano paid?
Yeah, but don't tell anyone.
How much?
I don't know. The Solaras arranged everything. I mean, they knew someone.
Stefano went to the Solaras, even then?
Who else would he have gone to?
He never told me.
Well, you sit around here all day acting the grand lady while the rest of us have to work. I'm really sick of the grocery store. My mother doesn't understand why you don't help. I mean, you're Stefano's wife. Anyway, I have to go back now.
Stefano was asking for favours from the Solaras way back.
Well, you can't do anything around here without contacts. And if you ever left the house, you'd understand that.
Right.
What are you doing?
I'm getting dressed up. I'm going out. I'm going to the Solara bar, if you want to know.
You can't go to the Solara bar. Not dressed like that. I mean, with all that makeup. Not on your own.
I'm not going on my own. I'm going with Lena. You can stay here and snoop around as much as you like. Come on, Lena.
Bitch. You were extravagantly dressed. It made me nervous. We went into the Solara pastry shop and bar, and I was afraid that they would make comments. But not at all. Michaela came out immediately to greet you, and you ordered 12 pastries. You chatted with him about this and that as if you were old friends. You twisted and turned the conversation until very deftly you brought it around to Antonio.
So, Michaela, you'll help? Lanuccia here wants to get married and she can't marry Antonio if he has to go into the army.
I'll marry you, Lena, even if you do have 4 eyes.
You won't marry her, Michaela. You're marrying me.
You should be so lucky, Giliola.
Too late, Michaela. Lena's already engaged. Thanks for the pastries. How much do I owe you?
It's a pleasure, Signora Carracci. By the way, I saw the photograph of you displayed in the dressmaker's window.
Maybe you want to put one up in the bar?
No, Lila. But you know we're getting the shoe shop ready in the Piazza dei Morti.
I don't know anything about your affairs.
You should find out, because our affairs are important and we know you're not stupid. What's really prominent in that photograph isn't the dress, you know that as well as I do, but the shoes. And that photograph would make a very good advertisement for the Cerullo shoes.
You want to put that photograph in your window? We'll go and ask the dressmaker to give it to you.
You don't understand. I want to enlarge it and have it hanging absolutely huge in the middle of the shop. I know you might be against it, but listen to my reason.
You'll have to ask my husband, Michaela. He's the one who decides.
Really?
Sure.
I can't wait to tell Antonio. Come with me. I know where to find him.
Yes, but you'll have to come back with me when I return home.
Hi, Lena. Signora Carracci. What are you two doing here?
I have good news, Antonio. You can be exempt from military service. We went to talk to the Solaras and they told us that...
Talk to the Solaris about me.
It was my idea, Antonio.
And they'll help you. Marcello said so, didn't he, Lila?
Thank you, but there was no need. I never asked you to talk to the Solaris. Goodbye, Signora Carracci. I have to go and work.
He didn't even say goodbye to me. What's wrong with him? Sometimes I think he's exactly like Melina. He's unstable. You never know what to expect. I've had enough. These men.
Stefano's in the flat. Come with me.
Is that a good idea?
5 minutes.
Hello, Lena. It's very nice to see you. Lila, I hear you went to the Solara bar.
Yeah, I bought some pastries. Here, have one.
Would you like one, Lanu? Who did you see there, Lila?
Who do you think? Marcello and Michaela.
And you went dressed like that?
Is there something wrong with my taste in clothes? In fact, they paid me a lot of compliments. Michaela wants to put an enlargement of the photograph that's in the dressmaker's shop in the new shop in the Piazza dei Martiri.
And you agreed?
I told him he had to speak to you.
And so now I have to go and waste time with the dressmaker. All because of you. Lena, you're a respectable, serious girl. Can you explain to my wife here that I have to work in this neighbourhood and she shouldn't make me look like a buffoon?
Can you explain to my wife that she shouldn't make me look like a buffoon?
Do you want me to stay?
No, it's a complete son of a bitch, but don't worry.
Is he going to beat you?
What can that do to me? Time goes by and I'm better than before. I have to work in this neighbourhood.
Hey, what about Antonio? Thank you, but there was no need. We're always in trouble with these men. It's all about how they look. The minute we move, we've done something wrong. Oh, Lila, why is that?
Stefano was shouting at you, but the voice I heard as I hurried down the stairs was the voice of the ogre, Don Achille. I met Antonio by the ponds. I wondered if he would get violent too, like Stefano.
How could you go to the Solaras and speak for me? You've made me look like a man who asks his woman to do favours for him. If Pasquale and Enzo ever found out, they'd spit in my face.
Antonio, you asked me to go to Lila. I did, and she's the one who arranged it.
I'd rather die in the army than go down on my knees and kiss the hand of a Solara. Come here. Kiss me. No, not like that. For real. I love you, Ninu, but I've just had the final proof that you care nothing for me and for my feelings.
No, I didn't know that
How could you forget the Solara brothers humiliated my sister by taking her away in the car when she was 14? And I had to beat them and get beaten. Give me another kiss. I've loved you so much. And now you can do whatever you want with that son of Donato Saratore. I'll never want to see you again. Ever.
Antonio kissed me hard, then turned and left. I just lost my boyfriend. I worked less and less in school and barely scraped by the final exams. I was depressed. I felt a failure. The only good thing that happened was that Professor Galliani left a package for me. The package was full of books, not novels, but books with arguments. But when I tried to read them, I was bored. I hadn't got a scholarship, and to appease my mother, I had to find a summer job. I got one, looking after the children of the stationers. I announced this proudly to my mother.
And she's paying me really well, Mama.
It's all right for some. It's not even a real job. All you have to do is sit around in the sun and go swimming.
I went to see Maestra Oliviero to ask her to help me get used textbooks for the following year, but she'd been taken ill again and was in hospital. That summer was hot and hard on frail bodies.
That was the summer Melina was found sitting in the greenish water of the ponds, her neck and face sticking out from the green slime, her hair matted with the leaves and the mud.
Yes, I tried to help, but Antonio pushed me roughly aside. A couple of days later, I went up to your flat hoping to talk about Melina, but Pinuccio was there with Rino.
They came to the flat to use the bedroom. Pinuccio would come out of the bedroom with a fatuous air of contentment.
Oh, hi, Lena. Maybe you can help us. You know Michele Solara wants to put the picture of Lila in a wedding dress in the shop of Piazza dei Martiri, and even Rino has come round to the idea. I don't know why. I think it's a terrible idea. I'm going to run that shop, and I should decide what goes in it. Don't you agree?
You're forgetting Gigliola, Pinuccio. She's Michele's fiancée, and she wants to run the shop.
I know how to run things. I've been running the grocery until now. She doesn't know anything. But she wouldn't want your photograph in the shop either. It's not appropriate. What do you think, Lena?
What matters is what Lila thinks. Lila?
Lila doesn't care about anything.
Well, I think it's Stefano who should decide. He won't want it displayed in the shop. Therefore, I'm sure he won't give us permission.
You're so smart, Lena, and I love the way you talk now. Therefore...
How much do you want to bet you're wrong, Lena? And that Stefano will give in to Michele Solara?
I'm sure he won't. I'll bet whatever you like.
If you lose, you must never get anything but the best grades from now on. No more barely passing the courses.
How did you know? Never mind. What if you lose?
I'll enrol in a private school and start studying again. And I swear I'll get my diploma along with you and do better than you.
Are you serious?
When has a bet ever made as a joke?
You'd start studying again.
Oh, you don't think I can?
I know you can, and I also know that if you want to, you'll do better than me.
Lila, when are you going to stop acting like you can do anything you want? You have the grocery shop to run now that I'm going to the new shop. You're married. And anyway, when are you going to make me an aunt?
At the rate you're going, Penuccia, I'm going to be the aunt of a bastard. Come, Lena, let's go for a walk. Lena, did you see Melina when she came out of that pond? She's eating almost nothing. She's turning hollow inside. And Pasquale is worried about his mother, Giuseppina. She keeps crying when she comes back from visiting her husband in prison, who's dying. And her legs have gone all heavy. What happens to the women in our neighbourhood? How do they get so stooped, misshapen and ugly?
I don't know. You know, these women aren't more than 10 or so years older than us.
Does it start in the body or in the mind? The bodies become possessed by the deformed bodies of their mothers and grandmothers.
And the bodies of the men, too. They come into the women. You know, Lila, they don't talk about that in the books I'm reading. The discourse on the origins of inequality. The newspaper articles, they're not real. Not like the neighbourhood. But maybe, when we look at them together, we can make sense of it all.
I was sure I'd won the bet. I wondered what would happen when you started to study again. Of course you'd surpass all of us. Even Nino, who I'd heard had done brilliantly in his exams and was now in England for a month.
Oh, imagine, Lila, if we could do something like that. Work as waiters to support ourselves. Learn English. Why can he be free to do that and we can't?
Who are you talking about?
I told you, Nino Sarratore.
Nino? Who's Oh, that ugly guy you fancy. Is he smart?
As smart as you, Lila.
What was that book you were talking about? About inequality?
I don't know. Oh, Discourse on the Origins of Inequality. I'll lend it to you if you want. Professor Galliani lent it to me.
Don't bother.
You lost the bet. You have to study.
Wait and see.
A bet is a bet.
And anyway, I'm pregnant.
Well, you can still study. And that's great news, isn't it?
Why? Men put their thingy inside you and you become a box of flesh with a living doll inside. I've got it here, and it's repulsive. It's already making me sick. And anyway, I don't like children.
Lila, don't say that.
Why not? They don't tell you all that in your books.
The next time I saw you, I'd lost my bet. Stefano had agreed to have your photograph displayed in the new shop in the Piazza dei Martiri, which was going to be run jointly by his sister Penuccia and Michele's fiancé, Gigliola.
They used me to barter, as if I wasn't even a person. Stefano and my brother Rino placated Michele with my photograph, just as they'd placated Marcello with the shoes.
But you agreed to it, Lila.
Yes, but if you remember, on condition they did exactly what I said.
Yes, I remember. I remember that photograph well. You asked me to come with you to the shop. Stefano took us in the car. He looked worried.
Stefano never understood anything about me.
Even I had trouble sometimes. Penuccia, Gigliola, the new co-managers were there, as was your brother Rino, and Marcello and Michele Solara. When we stopped the car, we could already see the huge blown-up photograph of you leaning against a newly plastered wall.
Good evening, lovely Signora Carracci. Will you deign to tell us at last what you have in mind? Or have you just come to ruin the evening?
Lila, you won't make trouble, will you?
Put the photograph on the floor. Put it on the floor yourself.
We don't know why it's here in the first place.
Why put it on the floor, Lila? Do you know how much it cost? If you ruin it, you're in trouble.
Do as the Signora says and put the photograph on the floor.
Like this, Lila. More to the right.
Good. Now, I need something. There. Bring me that roll of black paper and some scissors. Leonard, there are some drawing pins on that shelf over there. Now what?
I knew that look of yours, as if a signal had gone directly to your brain. I saw the expression of extreme concentration, and I felt the thrill I had felt when we were children, and I experienced my usual devotion to what you saw. You stared at the large photograph of you in your wedding dress, lying there, taking up a large portion of the floor. Then you picked up the scissors and started to cut wide strips of the black paper.
Now, Lena, help me pin these strips of paper.
We pinned the black strips here and there across large parts of the photograph.
Over the eye, here, and then here, across the front, like that.
Total precision. No hesitation. You were seeing something we couldn't.
What is she doing, Lena? Why are you helping?
And suddenly, you stopped. You'd completed the image.
There. Now, lean it back against the wall.
There it was. The body of the stunning bride, Lila Cerullo, had been cruelly shredded. Most of your head had disappeared under the black paper, as well as the stomach. There was one eye, the hand on which your chin rested, the mouth, the long line of your crossed legs, and the shoes.
I'm not having a thing like that in my shop. It's hideous.
What do you think, Lanu?
Well, to me it seems very beautiful. Of course, I wouldn't want it in the neighbourhood. It wouldn't be suitable. But here...
If you want the photograph at all, you have to have it like this.
You're just making trouble, Lila.
Shut up, Giulio. Oh, I like it, Signora. I understand. You've erased yourself deliberately, and I can see why. The eye is drawn to the thigh, and it shows how well the thigh goes with those shoes. Yeah. Excellent. You're a lot of trouble, but when you do something, you do it right.
It's not finished.
Now what?
I have to add a little colour.
Colour?
We have to open in 3 days.
We have to wait. We'll wait. Get to work, Signora. Do what you like.
Lila's needed in the grocery.
That's your problem, Steph. We have more interesting things to do here. Everything's at your disposal, Signora. Just ask for what you need. We'll see you tomorrow. And you too, Lena.
We worked frantically through the month. We bought paint, paste, brushes.
We suspended time, and for that month, I was no longer Signora Carracci.
We need a red border. What do you think?
Yes. You know, here, it looks like dark clouds are devouring your portrait.
Exactly. This is not Lila Cerullo, but Signora Carracci. Purple here.
I used to practice writing my name as if I was married. I even practiced writing Elena Ferrante. Silly, wasn't it?
At first I put Raffaella Cerullo Carracci, and then the Cerullo began to disappear, and it's been only Raffaella Carracci, and my children will barely remember my name, and my grandchildren won't even know it's called Cerullo. Cerullo's been sucked up by Carracci. It's dissolved into Carracci. Don't you see? I've lost my shape. I'm nothing but an emanation of Stefano now. I think green here. And you know what? I hate it. Everything is Stefano's money, and the origin of that money is Don Achille, who got it by being a loan shark. And if we put some purple here. And it's clear Reno and my father would never have sold a single shoe without the Solaras, whose money comes from the fascists.
But Lila, that was all a long time ago. We have something else.
Are you so sure? Can't you see what I've got myself into? There. I think that looks right. Lena, I hate what I've done. And what I'm doing. What do you think?
It's beautiful, but you really have erased yourself.
This is what I am now.
The shop opened. A lot of people came. It was a success. It was even reviewed very well. I brought you the cuttings. You were back in the grocery shop.
Look, Lila, whoever invented that anomalous mixture of photography and colour has an avant-garde imagination and subdues the material to the urgent needs of an intimate, potent grief.
Sure.
But, Lila, it's all about what you've done. All the reviews are good.
Of course. The Solaras paid for them. Don't bother reading them.
There's only one that goes on about the shop and the kind and seductive Nereids running the shop, and then it says the panel is a crude mess, but that's the only one.
And did you see who signed it?
D.S.
Donato Sarratore, the father of your boyfriend.
He's not my boyfriend. He has a girlfriend, I told you.
Anyway, like father, like son, as they say. Now, come to the back of the shop. I have something for you. Remember our bet?
What bet?
Come on, Lena. You lost that bet, and now you have to get the best grades in the school.
I've been waiting for Maestra Oliviero to get out of hospital. She usually finds me second-hand books. Without those books...
No more excuses.
What's that?
What does it look like? Open the package.
Oh my God!
I asked Alfonso what you needed. They're all there.
They're brand new. They've never even been touched.
So start studying.
Oh, you shouldn't have. I can't accept.
Why not? Both the grocery and the shoe shop are making a lot of money. I'm a rich woman, Lena.
Lila, will you do something else for me?
Always, you know that.
I've been invited to a party at Signora Galliani's house.
And you want a dress to wear? I have just the right one.
I want you to come with me. Please.
I should never have invited you to that party.
I should never have gone.
Professor Galliani said the apartment was on the 4th floor.
There's a lift. Shall we take it?
I've never taken one. I wouldn't know what to do. I mean, we could get stuck. Come on, let's take the stairs.
Look how clean this building is. The nameplates are so shiny. Even the doorknobs gleam. Do you think they all wear gloves to open doors?
Lila, you won't make comments like that when we're in there, will you?
Are you ashamed of me?
No, of course not. I'm just nervous. This is it. Look. Prof. Galliani Frigero. No one's answering. Shall we go?
They can't hear you. Press the doorbell again.
You do it. Good evening. My name is Elena Greco and this
Elena? I know all about you. I'm Professor Galliani's son, and my mother never stops talking about you. And she torments us by reading us your brilliant papers. Come in.
Oh, really?
I'll take you to her. She said you were coming, and we're all so excited to meet you. Isn't that right, Nadia? Nadia is my so very annoying younger sister.
Oh.
I suppose you have one too.
Yeah, well,
Elena Greco. The famously brilliant Elena Greco. Oh, I think you two know each other.
Oh, yes. Hello. Hi, Nino.
I'll have to take you to my mother.
It's Lila, isn't it?
Yes, sorry, Lila. You remember Nino Saratore?
Oh, Mother's waving. Come, Lena. We'll drag you to the professor. Come on.
Lila, would you like to dance?
No, thank you. I need some fresh air.
You went out onto the balcony with him, as I was led to Professor Galliani. I was happy. I felt at ease. I'd gone there knowing no one, but they knew me, and it reassured me. Even though I realised that Nadia was the girl I'd seen with Nino, of course he'd be with the daughter of a professor. She was right for him. There was a group of boys around Professor Galliani, and they were talking, vying for her attention. I didn't understand a word. I only heard a succession of names.
Jean-Paul Sartre is a pessimist, and he's counting
I don't know what got into me.
in Paris.
De Gaulle has to go. Colonialism.
I had read all these books, but never put them together. And now, suddenly, it was as if another person decided to speak through my mouth.
We mustn't repeat the mistakes of the generations that preceded us. We should make war on the atomic arsenals. We should make war on war itself. If we start to use weapons, won't we become as bad as the Nazis? The world needs to be changed, but it must be changed by peaceful means.
Oh, yes. How clever you are, Lena. Indeed, Lena has made a sensible argument there. You can't make war. You've fallen asleep on my feet.
I was so humiliated. People only wanted to speak to you, Lena. I counted for nothing. That evening, I saw clearly that from now on, my life would be Stefano, the grocery store, a baby, the vulgar marriage of Panuzza and Reno, and the petty war with the Solaras.
But as Stefano drove us home, all you could do was make fun of me.
I have never been so bored in my life. There wasn't a thing in that flat. Books, paintings, nothing that these people have got for themselves. It's all old, handed down by fathers and grandfathers and great-grandfathers, and they talk the way they talk because they've learned to talk that way from their fathers and their grandfathers. Parrots. And you too, Lena. And that son of Saratore, mimicking you. Whoever finds a solution to the problems is working for peace. You want to be a puppet from the neighbourhood who performs so you can be welcomed into the home of these people. You want to leave us wading in our own sewers, cracking each other's skulls while you go, oh, cool hunger, oh, yes, cool war, oh, cool peace, oh, the working class, oh, yes, the working class. Hey, Lena, night, yeah.
I got out of the car and decided I wouldn't see you again.
In The Story of a New Name by Elena Ferrante, Lena was Monica Dolan and Lila Anastasia Hilly. Young Lena was Daisy Tompkinson and young Lila Chloe Harris. Reno was played by Tom Vary, Carmela Harriet Waters, Marcello Luke Williams, Michele Lee Rufford, Stefano Adam Long, Pasquale Joseph Palmer, Nino Sam Lupton, Antonio Josh Bolt, Marisa Claudia Jolly, Pinuccia Catherine Drysdale, Giliola Bessie Carter, Ada Nellie Harker, Enzo Brian Fletcher, Armando Josh Dillon, Eliza Sylvia Godwin, and the Toastmaster David Collings. Lena's mum, Jane Whittenshaw, and Professor Galliani was Sarah Markland. The Story of a New Name was translated from the Italian by Anne Goldstein and dramatised for radio by Timberlake Wertenbaker. It was directed by Celia de Wolfe and was a peer production for BBC Radio 4.